You are now tuned in to
Lamark After Dark.
All right, guys, welcome to Lamark After Dark. I feel like this is gonna be a fan favorite. It's Chacha in the building, and she's showing Cha-Chas because we have the camera on.
Woo!
Oh, I'm sorry. Remember the buttons? Okay, all right.
Boop.
So guys, if you are like a listener of what we do, it's been a minute. And it's Valentine's Day
since we did it.
Yeah, it's been some months. This is the Valentine's Day special episode. But it's pre-recorded. So we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do on Valentine's Day, but it's okay. We're honest, we're gonna keep it cute. And before we even get started on Valentine's Day, let's do a backstory of just Chacha, how she's been and living in Atlanta.
Whew, that is a very loaded question. I mean, honestly, I just been chilling. If you had asked me these questions like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they might have been totally different. Overall, like as far as Atlanta goes, I don't really have no beef with Atlanta aside from the drivers and the traffic. I do wish the going out, like the nightlife scene was a little better, but I'm also just in retrospect learning, like maybe I'm just growing out of that too. I don't really care for like the people there in those environments because I don't feel like nobody dances, and like that's a big thing for me. But as far as like going out and like going to like certain little things, like I do want to explore that part of Atlanta a lot more, like going to sipping paints and like stuff like that. My apartment complex gets on my nerves, so I actually am about to be moving hopefully in like February.
Oh wow, we're in February, so fuck, can we say the name? No, we shouldn't say the name. We should. That's messy. Yeah, because let's not. Because let's not.
But my goal is to move.
Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by the time that this airs, I'm gonna be gone already.
So, like, what is your biggest And because we know we're on a time crunch, but like, what's your biggest, I guess, pro of New York and Atlanta, and your biggest con of both?
Pro of New York, I want to say accessibility, like activity accessibility. Like you can go do anything at any time. Like it'd be 3 a.m. and if I want dollar pizza, I'm gonna go to the city and get dollar pizza.
You gotta pass the rat to get it, but I mean,
long as the rat stay down, long as the rat stay down on the little train tracks, you know,
they're getting vicious. They're now like coming out on like the streets. It's really like people don't talk about the rat problem enough. The homeless person problem. It's a lot going on.
And I do feel like COVID had a lot more impact with like people experiencing homelessness because like, you know, people lost jobs, people lost access to medicine. And like, so a lot of like certain mental disorders and stuff is like a lot more prevalent now. So that's a big thing. We said pro and con.
Yeah.
Con would be not having enough space and the homeless thing. And like, because like I was telling Lamark, I got here and I was rushing to the train station and my asthma was messing up. So I was trying to like take deep breaths. But as I was deep breathing, it was real funky. I was just like, do I need to breathe?
Shout out to the asthmatics. It's rough out here for us. Yeah, shout out to us. We don't get talked about enough. That's not talked about enough. And we should be part of like the diseases. When you get like the jobs, that shit is not on the list. Everything like, fucking else is on the list, but asthma.
It's a whole disability out here.
Yeah, we literally have to pay to breathe. It's disgusting.
Or live like uncomfortably. Can't like even like it's crazy. As far as Atlanta goes, pro for me is definitely the space. Like I like being able to have a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bath, and not be paying
$1 million,
$3,000, you know. Con, definitely the traffic.
I don't know why it's so bad in Atlanta.
I think it's because like it's just not spread out enough. Like right now, a lot of construction is going on the freeways. Like they're expanding it, like giving an extra 2 lanes. Cause like most people who live there, like live in the central Atlanta. Like it's a lot of people in this small place.
Right.
Like, and so they're trying to expand it so that, you know, there's more room for everybody, but also too, I had a conversation with somebody and like it makes sense, you know, back in the day, like part of why they did the road maps and like the freeways and like they did it the way that it is because they were trying to keep Black people out of certain areas, and now that's not the case anymore. So now we all suffering, like because they never expected that part to change, and now it did. So now y'all got to figure out a way to make this work. So now, but like, you know, a lot of the infrastructure is already there. So you can only expand upon what's already there. So I think that that's a big reason why it's just so bad. And then people just don't care about others. Like, they will dart right in front of you. A lot of people get paid off of these accidents that be happening.
They be really fucking,
listen, making food, like that's how they live. Accidents, like, so I think that that's a big part. Like that's a con for me down there. Whoops.
It's okay. It's a mess. And honestly, this is like, I feel like the messiest shows be the best. And speaking of mess, so you know, we did the Fresh Movement for I don't even know how many fucking years. And it got really greater as far as our numbers when we did the podcast version, which I think is disgusting because, like,
I don't think it's disgusting though. I think that number one comes from like our freedom and like how we were able to express ourselves a little bit more. People had the ability to kind of go back to it. They did have the ability to go back to it, like when we were doing it as a radio show, but it wasn't entirely the same.
I think it's disgusting because how much work people don't understand, like those breaks and shit and like music, like it's live, like it's a lot of shit that goes with that. Like as podcasts, I'm not saying it's harder, but it's a different, like radio is very fucking timed and you have to be on certain shit. And like even like trying to be rushing fucking here at 7, like get at 7:05 for the intro, like and it's live. So it's so much shit that like I feel like we put into that. And I'm not saying I paid the dust, but I just feel like it could have been better. I guess I want to say like your biggest, like your biggest pro and your biggest con from doing the Fresh Movement.
The Fresh Movement? I would say biggest pro is I really feel like it gave me a platform to really come into self. Because I never realized, like, prior to it, I didn't really care for my voice. Like,
really?
And so, and like to find out a lot of people always comment like, oh my gosh, I love your voice. Like that was very interesting. And just like, you know, having topics to talk about that you normally wouldn't talk about and like just gaining your own perspective on certain things. And is this Fresh Movement as a radio show or as a podcast?
I guess, I mean, I wouldn't say as a whole because like it's, you know, I mean, do you have a pro for both or like a...
The pro stays the same for both. Con is a little different because like well, I guess con can kind of sort of be the same, just overall being so structured. Like I like the idea of like just letting the show go wherever it takes us, like, and not as like for the radio version. You know, I'm a talker, so we had to have like limit, y'all can only talk about this for 6 minutes, baby. By minute 4 is when we just now get into it. So I didn't necessarily care for the having to have a structure for it.
I think my biggest pro is, like you said, I guess the voice. Like I didn't even really have a voice before that. I guess the con, the podcast is just I wasn't. The con maybe is it was worse as far as editing because it's so longer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pain in the ass. But as far as like it's more us though. If that makes sense. Like whereas radio, it's just kind of like you only get like every break is what, like, let's say like maybe 7 minutes, like 4 different breaks for every. So you only get like a piece of us, and it's quickly and
we got to try to get it all out. Can't really say everything we wanted to say,
right?
Like
So it's ironic because we're in this place. We're recording in the place that. All right, we're gonna be back, and we are back. Lamark After Dark. Question of the night: is a sex a present for Valentine's Day? Also, is sex mandatory on Valentine's Day? I don't think sex is a present.
It's definitely not. It is, to me, it's mandatory.
Yeah, like how do you not have sex on Valentine's? Well, I didn't. Last Valentine's Day, I had an exorcism. So I guess we have best and worst Valentine's Day questions. So we'll get to that at Lamarck's Corner. But
my man said I had an exorcism.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I do think that it's mandatory. I don't think it's a gift because for me, it should be happening all the other days.
Yeah,
too.
like the fuck?
I've never understood like people who be like, I'll do that thing that I always do on your birthday, or like you got special things you do on birthday. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Like not just one day a year.
Do you feel like it's more females saying that than men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I didn't want to be that person though.
No, for sure. Like I feel like sometimes I feel like men are can be just as sexually restrictive, but I feel like
they
women
won't eat the
are
ass.
a lot. Yeah, like but women are a lot.
Women won't eat the ass either.
Huh?
Women won't eat the ass either.
Wait, when you said
you said restricted, so I was like, men, they won't eat the ass, but then I was like,
no, not. I thought you was talking about in the ass.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, I am.
Speaking, I was like, we didn't get no better. Like we still don't do that anymore. All right.
First of all, I haven't had sex in a year, so. But I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't had sex in a minute too.
I just ain't nobody tantalize my thoughts like that.
That's a good one. Tantalize my thoughts.
But I'm definitely, I am woman. I am she.
Yeah.
I'm not eating. No.
Even okay, you know what? We're gonna move right on. It's like, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna kind of move into Lamarck's rant, where like something I ran about, and it's like single people saying, you know, Valentine's Day, like it's a single people too. It's not like the ghetto. Like everyone has a day. Like just don't like. I feel like it's the same people that be like Mother's Day, Father's Day, like my person, like no, like this is not the day for you. Like Valentine's Day is for the couples, and I feel like being on both sides of the spectrum I've been on, I feel like don't be that person that's like y'all think y'all all cute posting y'all pictures like that person's cheating, that person that. Like don't be a hater today.
I won't say that I strictly feel like it's for the couples, but like you gotta be somebody's Valentine in order to be a Valentine. Like if I go to my friend and I say, you my Valentine this year, like we can still go kick it and like do something together.
Let me take that back. Not so much for the couples, but the people that are posting like, well, he's cheating, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, why today? Like, oh, y'all think y'all cute with that picture?
Because baby, you should have been saying that.
Like I just feel like let them live their little life. Like if they wanna, like you know what I'm saying? Don't be a hater. Yeah, don't be a fucking bitter Betty. And I feel like people love to like shit on people's parades, and it's just like let them live their life.
And again, like don't wait until today to say something because they've been posting all year.
Right. Well, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they wait until Valentine's Day because you know that's when you know like where you are in that person's life. Because if they're not available on Valentine's Day, honey, pack that up. Like if you are out the 13th or the 15th.
I won't always say that though.
Unless they're working.
I was about to say, because like if I was with somebody and they just was like, you know, we can go out these other days because I gotta work on this day, I would be okay with
But if
that.
it's a person that you know they don't work on that damn day, like you have to like.
I mean, you don't work on weekends. And and you don't work all day.
Exactly. For the whole 24 hours, you was ghost. So I would just work on that.
I also need women to also start acknowledging Sweetest Day.
What's Sweetest Day?
Oh Lord. Not you too.
I don't know. What is that?
Sweetest Day is the day in October. That's so technically Valentine's Day is supposed to be for the men. I mean the women.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetest Day is supposed to be for the men.
Oh.
It's like the third Saturday in October.
What's a damn shame that it's not publicized. So it's kind of like the Valentine's Day for men?
Well, so in retrospect, I really think it's just a Midwest thing because like everyone, like even down in Georgia, like nobody knew anything about it. Like when it happened, I think maybe it's just something we do in the Midwest. But the third Saturday of October is Sweetest Day, and it's the day to take your dude out.
Oh, even like, because I mean, but I'm gay, so it's like, we both taking each other out?
I mean, y'all essentially just now have 2 holidays to celebrate with each other, like 2 love days. So y'all can still just do stuff for each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, because essentially that's how Valentine's Day should be too. Like,
yeah.
We both get each other gifts. And if we want to, Sweetest Day, you my sweetie. Like,
I always get the shitty end of the gifts. What about you? I'm sorry. Do you feel like you're a great gift giver?
Not at all.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I overthink gifts a lot. I mean, also, I just haven't been in, the last time that I was in a relationship, I feel like I gave her pretty great gifts. As far as dudes go, like I haven't been in those situationships where we was giving gifts. So honestly, I don't know if I'm a good gift giver because, like, as far as my friends go, like we all have this mutual understanding. Like, baby, I barely got it for my people. So
I can't wait to get to a point where we can be like, you get a gift today.
Yeah,
like, you know,
like, you get a gift this year. Like even for birthdays, like I'm here.
Yeah. But I hate that that's the normal though, because we gotta fix that shit. Because it should be like, it has to be like,
though, because who said we had to give gifts?
I mean, at least the person should not pay for their birthday.
I get that part, like that, but to me, that's not necessarily giving a gift.
Yeah.
That to me, that's just like, that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to pay for yourself.
I think for our 30s though, like it should be like a thing. Like it should be like,
because by our 30s,
everybody's like, you should, but like it's like everybody's 30 plus. Give me a candle. Like I want to be at a table when I open it and shit. Like, oh my god, like you're like, yeah, this isn't cute. I don't want to be at a fucking table with chicken. It's just sitting here and we're just like, you know,
just here.
Like, on that note, we'll be back with Lamarck's Corner on Lamark After Dark. Lamarck's Corner, where I answer all the questions you guys send me, advice, shade, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Best and worst Valentine's Day experiences. I don't think I had a best, and that's sad. My worst would probably
it would just be the best of the worst.
Well, last year I gave this guy a lap dance, and he couldn't. He got hard for lap dance, but he couldn't get hard when it was time to have sex. So that was bad. And then I had an exorcist because I can kind of speak to spirits. So my grandmother was trying to communicate with me during that night, which was bad. So I kept having the cough and hiccups.
Do not call that an exorcism, fool.
It was like a spiritual awakening.
Right. An exorcism is when they trying to take a demon out.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you had a what?
As far as the gifts, he gave me a blanket, which was cool. But he gave me a blanket, I feel like, personally, because the guy before him gave me a blanket. And I feel like the guy before gave me a blanket because the guy before him gave me a blanket. Any new niggas, don't give me a fucking blanket.
I am warm already,
good.
All right?
I'm good. So in the year before that, I had a hotel and the guy cooked for me, but it wasn't the best because he was just I think he was cheating the whole time anyway. So there's that. So I don't know which one is best for those two. Yeah, and I gave him, as far as a present, I gave him M&Ms with his face on it. Something like that was cute. I think boxers with my face on it.
Wasn't there socks with his face on it too?
No, that was another guy.
Oh.
I love a personalized gift. But at the end of the day, does it matter now? Because yeah. Mm-hmm. I think moving forward though, I need to really just take a step back from gifts and get personalized shit, because
listen,
these niggas don't deserve it, and it just don't be worth my time.
They don't.
What about you? Ooh, child.
Nah, because in real life, I haven't been in a relationship in a really long time. So I would say that one of the best Valentine's days, I want to say we went out on a date. Okay. Just going out on a date. It's really cute, getting dressed up. Worst Valentine's Day was being separated at that point because I had found out that they were cheating. So,
okay, we're gonna go to the next question. Would you be comfortable sleeping with a friend without catching feelings?
Absolutely.
I'm there now, but I'm working on not sleeping with friends anymore because it gets too sticky. And
it does get sticky. And
in more ways than one.
I don't think that I could do it actively with a dude now. And I question if it makes a difference whether or not we started talking for the sake of having sex and just naturally I like you, you're a cool person, we can be friends,
yeah.
Or I don't know if for me it's different if we're friends, let's start having sex.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's very sticky. I mean, good luck to those who do it.
But advice, girls, I could definitely do it.
Advice for someone who's single this Valentine's Day. Man, just watch a movie, take yourself out, get a toy, and go crazy. Whether you're a guy, woman, because it's toys for everybody now. So just go crazy.
I'm not a toy person, so I understand if you don't want to, but just take yourself out, make yourself feel good. Don't go on Instagram.
Yeah, serious. And don't go to maybe a restaurant.
Don't do that.
Wait, it depends on the restaurant, because
you may,
especially if you're going alone.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it might.
Get you one of your other single friends and go to a singles party or something.
Yeah,
go find you a man or something. Or a girl. Yeah.
They have a singles party. That'd probably be cute. Yeah. Do you believe in Valentine's Day?
A what?
Valentine's Day, when girls hang out.
Galentine.
Yeah. It's a girls thing. I don't know. No.
Why do we feel the need to?
I'm just
goodness gracious.
I mean, I guess to feel hang out with your friends. But I guess you do that anyway. What's the point?
Galentine's Day. What the hell?
I guess she's not fucking with y'all. Next question: can you be shallow when you're getting to know someone new?
Yes, absolutely.
It depends on the level of shallow. I mean, if I already find you somewhat attractive, I feel like we can kind of move from there.
What do they mean by can you? Is it okay to, or are we?
I guess we could answer both. Is it okay to be shallow when dating someone new? I don't.
That's where I say the level of it plays a role.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you're somewhat attracted to them, if you're already starting to talk, you wouldn't have opened that door if you didn't care.
Sometimes, because sometimes it's okay, you kind of cute, but the further you get into the conversation, you're just yeah, I don't want to do this. And but to me, if you got extremely crazy standards, then that's where you need to reflect and change up your standards.
Yeah, if it's like that eyebrow was going up a little bit too much. All right, that's a little much.
And I mean, unfortunately, me personally, I would be lying if I said I didn't get a little bit turned off if somebody told me they worked at McDonald's. But if
you doing?
it didn't go, but I'm the king of buttons that don't go. But go ahead.
But if we in talking, like if you just working there for now and you are aware that it's a like I just had to get something because I got big dreams, big plans, like I can support that. Like that takes away from the, you know, you get a little bit more points back. But or like it's okay to set standards. You don't gotta be shallow. But it's okay to have standards set, and don't set standards for other people that you don't set for yourself.
I like that. I don't think I've ever dated somebody from McDonald's, and that's no shade to somebody from McDonald's. I mean, I wouldn't be. Honestly, it's just I like ambition. So like if you have McDonald's and you fucking employee of the month, like shit, do your shit. Like
I mean, to be honest, for me though, like it's still a problem because like we in our 20s working towards our 30s, baby, you better go to Amazon if nothing else. Like you really thought McDonald's was your only option.
Maybe they wanted free fries.
McDonald's, first of all, I don't touch McDonald's. At least work at a fast food spot where you can bring.
She's not lying. She does not like McDonald's.
First of all, I almost like I am very much on the verge of Xing out Chipotle because I found out they're owned by the same company as McDonald's.
Oh, you like Chipotle? Damn. All right, last question. Do you believe in love at first sight? I believe in high like at first sight. Like I can really high like you, especially a bomb ass conversation. Ooh, that can. I might write in my book. Mr. and Mr. whoever. I gotta stop that shit though, because once I write the fucking name down, it goes to shit.
Man, I tell myself I'm not telling nobody about the next person that I talk to, because soon as I mention them,
when you save their number, put their name, shit, it just goes to shit.
Like this is why I don't save numbers.
But they didn't fuck show when they call. It's like, who are you?
Exactly. But like, or when I want to send something and like I can't just click their name.
Yeah.
Like, so I be having to save it, but it'd be like now I end up with all of these people in my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, who is this? Because I ain't talked to him since 3 days after I saved his number. I believe in lust at first sight.
I'm sorry. That was the end of the thought.
No, because I don't know. Like, I don't know how love at first sight can really work. Because, like, you can see them feel these feelings, and the moment they open their mouth,
just garbage.
Like, so I don't know that I truly believe in love at first sight. I do believe in like the ability for people. I question it, but I do believe in the ability for people to like meet each other and decide that they want to be with this person for the rest of their life.
I know that's right.
And we're about to be Lamark After Dark, part 2 of Mark's Corner. So this part is where I ask all the guests and just be honest, make fun, and yeah, I have to make a button for this because I don't have a button for this yet. So your favorite type of porn?
Lesbian.
Why?
I don't know. It just get me off. I really don't go into other porn because I just feel like
the scissoring is like it's just a passion. Well, like the nipple sucking. Okay.
Not even. Because honestly, I'm very much that person. Like once I get mine, I'm like, ugh, what am I doing? And it really doesn't take me long. Like I'm not like I don't touch myself. Like I just don't really get all off into it. And I feel like maybe part of my mentality in terms of the like other porn, like types of porn, I'd be a little too in my head about it. Also too, and it's crazy because I've never thought about it, but like maybe in the back of my mind, porn is quite problematic because some of those people are being sex trafficked and forced into doing that.
This took a turn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was pointed out to me, like, and that's why I was like, Wow, never really thought about that. So like my friend was saying, she likes to look for the ones like you can tell like it was a couple who recorded it themselves at home. Like, so I don't know. I just never really got off into the other types. The men are usually like gross. I don't like how they talk. Like,
I felt like when we started this question, it was like I just want to have a good party, and now like there's some like we found out someone got stabbed.
Sorry.
Right. Favorite position?
Missionary.
I get that a lot from women. Like it's like a passionate thing.
I think some women be lazy. I like missionary though. For me personally, it's a lot easier for me to control like my orgasm in that position. But also too, I like feeling you on top of me. Like I can like grip your back, all of that. Like I feel like it's a comfortable position to be in.
So where should their face go? Like do you like kissing or do you feel like your face should like go on the neck or something?
I like kissing. I don't mind like alternatively be in my neck. Right. I sometimes be biting on shoulders and stuff like that. So yeah.
Would you rather head
in our ears, like you can hear the other person?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Because I know I'm really bad at vocalizing during sex because I be in my head like a lot.
Yeah.
And so I don't I don't let the moans leave. And I realize a lot of people like to hear that. Like it's a part of it for them. So I be having to actively like make myself let it leave my head. And so if you right there, I don't gotta be super loud with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like moaning like makes me know that I'm doing it well.
And that's why people like hearing it. And I be having to tell myself like, girl, actually do it. Like, or else they're gonna be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, do you even like what's happening? So yeah.
Even when you're drunk?
Yeah.
You're in your head when you're drunk too?
Damn. Because it's not even so much like in my head. I just be trying to focus on like the act that's happening.
Okay. Head or full on fucking?
I can't have both.
You gotta pick one.
If I had to pick one, I'd take some head just because
you'll get off, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah. Something sexual you still want to try?
Something sexual I still want to try. I don't know. What's something sexual you still want to try?
I'm gonna have sex on a boat. I feel like that'd be cool. Hot tub.
I've done that.
I haven't done a hot tub sex.
That's gonna be hot.
I mean, like pool. I haven't done it in a pool, so it's not different things.
I haven't done it in a pool. I'd be weary about like the water because like
because you have a like yeah.
I wouldn't mind joining the Mile High Club.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking like actual like acts. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like I don't think that there's anything.
I mean, there's one, but what you say you're not doing it, so
I'm not ready to try
it. The freakiest thing you ever done?
I guess you could say a threesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your freak number 1 to 10?
I'm learning that.
Bro, my score. So my freak number, I'm learning that I give people low scores. I need to like work on that for the new year because I just what do you think you are?
I think I'm only at like a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm only at like a 6, maybe a 7 for the right person. Because it's not that I like. Some things I'm at a hard no on. Other things I would be willing to try with a partner that I like actively trust. And like, you know, we've been doing this for a minute. Like we can explore some
So
things.
Spit?
No.
That's so no spit, no ass. What about balls? Would you suck a ball? The gooch? Like would you lick the gooch? Okay. All right.
Yeah, like I'm just not there yet. I'm just not. First of all, you
I thought you were there for the bowl at least.
No, you keep asking me about putting it in my mouth, and I'm just really getting to put it in my hand. Okay, like I just like.
Wait, so when you're sucking, do you just like? It's just a suck thing. Like it's not a like the bowl is just lay there.
I've learned to start playing with them with my hand. And sometimes, even while I'm doing it, I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Like, y'all just got these weird little like."
Okay, now do you spit or swallow, or do you like that's not even now?
I've never gotten to like. I've never done it to the point of completion.
Oh, okay.
So, but I feel I had a friend who kind of like scared me out of the swallow part because like she was telling me technically those swimmers are still swimming.
Oh yeah,
and you can feel it.
I've never had that experience.
I mean, and that's where I say like,
yeah,
I wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
like that's always kind of been a thought in my mind. But I probably would not be a swallower just because I don't like that the texture, like the idea of like
Yeah.
catching.
Now what about a facial?
No.
So, okay, one last question. So
Everywhere else.
I don't like facials either. That's not my thing. But I guess my question is: so for people that wear glasses, when during sex, do you keep glasses on or do you take them off? Like, is that like a thing you think
It's
about?
a whole struggle, bro. Like it's a whole struggle because I have to take them off because they get in the way. But now I'm irritated because I can't see what's going on. It's a whole struggle, bro. Like, and then sometimes you don't have the time. Like, I'm not about to go put my contacts in because I know we're about to have sex. Like, it's so annoying. So annoying. Like, I really thought of like part of the reason why I wanted to get LASIK was because of that.
So have you given head with glasses?
Yes.
How was that?
I had to take them off.
Like in the middle?
Yeah.
So it was like,
like these gotta go. Or I've even had him take it off before.
That's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
All
Even
right.
with girls, like thighs get to press in my glasses. It's a struggle. Like,
And I'm sure there's juices and stuff going.
It's such a no. I ain't never like. I mean, I don't know because I take them off. Like no, because I've never gotten anything like near my eyes at all. Like,
Is that something that you're worried about when you're eating vagina?
No, because if it's getting in my eyes,
No, I mean like the juices and stuff.
I would be scared to be squirted on because like. Like I don't know what like I don't want none of that. But as far as the juices go, outside of squirting, I don't really feel like I've ever had like worried about any of that.
What does it taste like? I've never,
Nothing. If it's good.
Lamark will never know. And on that note, guys, we'll be back. Lamark After Dark. All right, y'all, we are back. Lamark After Dark, and I thought it'd be fun, for Chacha to do Chacha's thoughts because it's Chacha. And the fact that the shake, the titty shake. Yo, when I make this preview for like the trailer, it's gonna be crazy because every female that I have here has had the titty shake, so I should just have that as like a thing. Oh,
we can't help it. They be there.
Yeah, just go right into it.
All right. I mean, I can't really give a like full-on intro anymore, but I got 2 thoughts for you. First thought, if you had a secret that you knew could impact someone's life in a crazy way, would you still tell them?
How close are we?
Very close.
I would tell them. Even
if it would potentially bring their world to shambles. And it doesn't have to.
Shambles though? Like we have a fucking secret. Like is it like I know who your real dad is or some type of shit? Or like you'll lose your house or something?
You got another kid.
Oh, the person they're dating has another kid? Or like I have another kid.
You got another kid.
Oh, someone I'm dating.
No. You got another kid and you're like you got a whole little family with someone else.
Oh.
And I found out as a, like someone told me that there's another you floating around in the world?
Oh, I would want to know. I would tell them because, like, I'm not good with super secret. Super. Are you telling me a secret? I was looking at you like, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a fucking minute.
I'm trying to figure out who you could think it would be.
Yo, you should, like, I can't wait to see your movies because you have me sitting here like, well, bitch, is it me? Like, yeah, I would tell him because just of that, I would just tell him. But that's just, yeah, I would tell him.
Oof.
I'm guessing you wouldn't.
I find myself torn because, like I said, it for me, it's the details of it. Like, if there's no real resolution or like something positive that could come from you telling them the secret,
yeah,
why
open that up?
Yes, why do that to them?
I just feel like I would tell them because I would want to know.
I would want to know. Like, I wouldn't want that, and that's the dilemma.
Yeah.
Because number one, I don't ever want to keep a secret from that person.
Yeah.
But because there's nothing that can be done about it, why put you in that mental turmoil?
Because then when they found out that you knew, like, would they be mad?
But they would never find out.
Never say never.
No, they would never find out because of the details behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's like, even giving you this information now, you would want to go like do all of these things and you can't do nothing about it. So why hurt you like that?
Damn, that's deep.
Right. Something to think about.
Yeah, I want the backstory on that, but we'll talk after the show.
What would you do in a situation where your significant other does not like your friends?
It depends because I had that situation happen last year. And I kind of just said, I'm just not gonna put them around each other. But it's like, why don't you wait? I thought one of my friends are liking the significant other. You mean the smart boyfriend not liking my friends?
Because how do you even begin to navigate that? Because I
would ask why you don't like we would get to the bottom of why you don't like my friends. If it's like some dumbass reason, then you're not the guy for me regardless, because like that's dumb. But if it's like a really valid reason, like a really like maybe they had some history in the past, something happened and they want some, some shit, I would just, it would have to be how do I love this man and figure it out. Because if I love this man, I'll make this shit work. And I feel like the love that my friends have for me, they would not make it a situation like, I wouldn't tell them.
Friends don't got
exactly. I wouldn't tell them. And as far as my man, I feel like he should love me enough
to love my friends.
Exactly. Unless it's something crazy. Like unless like somebody killed somebody or some wacky shit, then I think we make it work. And pillow talk is look, sex works, y'all.
So use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
That's it for Chacha's thoughts.
And I guess we can, wrap up the show. Any closing remarks you want to say, like your Instagram, Oh, do you have any other questions for me? Like any questions? I like to give guests the option to ask me anything.
How has your experience been coming back to the city?
It's been interesting. Rough, but very interesting. It's been I feel like God is low-key putting me in the position I was before I moved to Atlanta, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any regrets?
No, I don't have any regrets. I regret meeting certain men and I regret meeting certain friends, but I don't have any, like no big, like I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't go through shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but on that note, Miss Chacha, thank you again for coming on Lamark After Dark. I told all my guests this. What if this does not come out? What if I just, and I'll see, you see, and you're just like, hey, a good fucking time. You was here for a good 45 minutes.
Right. I got to kick it in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Old moments.
Right.
I know what it's like to have to edit and like do all of that. So
shit. If
it don't come out till next year.
Yeah, well, that shit. That would be some shit.
By all means.
Nah,
like,
but it's probably definitely coming out because I need some shit for things I'm working on, and people keep asking me like first content, so whatever.
for sure. But yeah, no.
So where people can follow you at? Where's all that good stuff?
Follow me on Instagram at Kween Cej. That's KWEENCEJ.
All right.
And that's pretty much on everything. Just look that up. Make sure y'all go on my TikTok and do that too. Send me open verse challenges if you want to hear me spit some bars.
I saw you was like, you're killing those. Like, you're really doing a really good job with those.
I got 2 more that I need to drop. It just gets really annoying when the captions don't like regulate the words and I gotta type it all out.
I didn't even know you knew about Citizen Queen. Like, they're fire. They're dope.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We will be back, hopefully. And, love life. Put your dick out, not all the time. And if you have a vagina, pussy, play with it. Have a good time.
If you put it out, even if you got a vagina or a penis, don't do it in public because you'll be registered as a sex offender. Don't have sex in your car either.
Really? You'll be a sex offender? Like
Yep. If you get caught having sex in the car, you will be registered as a sex
I think
offender.
like it had to be like a kids around, like in
Nope.
oh wow.
Nope. Because it's public indecency. Same as if you get caught peeing.
Shit.
Having your privates out in public in general, you will be registered as a sex offender. So make sure your tent is A1.
That's really good to know. I may have to I have been having sex, so there's that.
But I might have to evaluate where I will.
For those having sex for Valentine's Day, please be safe. I mean, unless you want to have a Scorpio, right? Is it Scorpio? March,
yes.
April, May, June, July.
Yes, it is. That's why there's so many of us.
On that note, goodbye.